Hi, this is Perfume Coast and welcome to my channel. This video is part 2 of the rundowns dedicated to some 2024 releases and specifically niche brands. Now, time is of the essence, so let's dive straight into the ocean of perfumes. And the first fragrance I'd like to talk to you about is called Red Berry's Elixir by Belgian brand called Soeurs de Nuit. Now, a quick word about the brand itself. I find the brand really underrated, well, at least as far as YouTube is concerned, because I do not necessarily come across an awful lot of reviews either related to the brand or their fragrances. And that's a real shame because the kind of synthetic materials that this brand seems to be using is taking their clean forward fragrances to another completely different level of greatness and quality. And I happen to be a big fan of clean forward fragrances. Another thing is that this brand is quite rare to come across in the physical shops, which obviously limits the opportunity to test this out physically and may result in the nasty blind buy decision. In my case, it was a successful blind buy, but it might have turned out otherwise, which is why I do not recommend any blind buys. But now let's take a quick look at the notes. So the notes are strawberry, ambroxan, strawberry syrup, white musk, meringue, red currant and barberry. And finally we have cherry, pink pepper and tonka bean. So what this one is giving me straight off the bat is a lot of strawberry and fruit forward notes. And you may ask me, well, is it one of those high streety and mass appealing scents? And my answer would be, well, yes and no, because yes, it is mass appealing, but in a most beautiful way, I find. But on the other hand, it's not trivial at all. And all this is largely due to the presence of this beautiful, clean white musk that starts to kick in just a few seconds after the initial spritz. And that altogether takes this fragrance to quite another level of greatness, because whilst remaining in this shampoo and laundry detergent realm, you're also getting beautiful and elegant and longevity providing scent, which is also quite versatile in terms of age groups and genders. Now the next one I'd like to present to you here is called Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar by Kayali. And this one used to be quite popular last year as far as I remember. So the notes are vanilla, pear, marshmallow, rum, violet leaf and ylang ylang on the top. The middle notes are bubblegum, jelly beans, caramel, jasmine and labdanum. And finally in the base we have sugar, patchouli, tonka bean and cashmere wood. Now, this one is giving me lots of candy, bubblegum and sugar. But make no mistake, as the scent progresses, it becomes woodier because of the sandalwood, obviously. And then in the deep dry down, it becomes almost totally woody scent with just a touch of candy and sweetness on the background. So whilst your initial impressions would be girly and vibrant fragrance, then in the dry down, you're getting this more mature and grown-up scent, which is why I'm recommending this scent also as a quite versatile and mass appealing and catering to all generations and genders. Now, so much for the fruity gourmands. Now let's take a shift to something slightly different, which is bready note, which was mentioned in my first video. And I find this note quite popular in the year 2024 as well. So the fragrance is called Story of Your Life by French brand Etat Libre. And let's take a look at the notes. So in the top we have Davana and benzoin. The middle notes are bread and orange blossom. And finally, in the base, we have rum, cocoa, vanilla, amber, woody notes, and patchouli. So this one is really an interesting one, and interesting in a good way. So what you're getting firsthand would be bready note. but not bready note coming from the sweet or desserty bread, not even from brioche, but rather from a savory bread. Then as the scent progresses, it becomes sweeter and spicier, and at one point it becomes green, to the point that this greenness starts sort of wrestling with the bready note. However, the bready notes take over in the end, and what you're left with is this beautiful savory bread smell with a bit of freshness and spicy notes, probably coming from an amber. So my conclusion would be that it would be appropriate both for females and males. Men would be attracted to the ambery vibe, but with a bit of sweetness, and those women who would like to add something classier to their style, this would be the order of the day in my view. So in terms of the age group, this one is really something for a mature audience, well, at least starting with the age 30 in my view. But again, this is quite individual and you may think otherwise. And now the final fragrance as far as bready note is concerned for today, which will wrap up this video, is called Etat un Bois by L'Artisan Parfumeur, which is another French brand. So this one starts off with green note, which lingers for quite a bit. And then in about 10 minutes, buckwheat note starts sort of to get through rather than showing full on the stage. And so this buckwheat note continues for a while, but then in the dry down, it still remains very green, which is why I think that it's slightly masculine leaning, although again, I'm wearing this, so other women might want to wear this as well. But finally, let's look at the notes on Fragrantica, and those notes are buckwheat, vetiver and cedarwood. As simple as that. As simple as that, but the fragrance is not that simple. It's quite versatile, it's developing, and also complies with all the rules and definitions of niche brands. Okay, so this wraps up this video. If you found this video useful in any way, please consider subscribing, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!